Hey everyone, I'm Loose Harding Investor and welcome back to my YouTube channel, where in today's video I'm going to be going through some recent article features I've been in the UK national press, such as the Financial Times and the Daily Telegraph. But before I do that, please like and comment this video. I'd really appreciate it. It'd do wonders for my YouTube algorithm, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So on that note, let's get right into the video. First off, I have to give a massive thank you to Alex Campbell over at Freetrade, who has set me up with all of these different media outlets. If it wasn't for him, this wouldn't have been possible, so yeah, just thought I'd put that in there to start with. But yeah, so back in January, the Telegraph got in contact, and yeah, it's just kind of gone from there really, and I've been featured in 4 articles. I've got a few more coming up, so awesome exposure for myself. And if you type in Lewis Harding onto Google, these articles do come up on the first few because we're on these big national platforms. So absolutely amazing for me, and it's just another way of me getting my my brand and all my investing content out there. So yeah, let's get right into the first one, which is the Daily Telegraph. So this first article by the Telegraph was about how young investors came out on top in the year 2020, and my part it's just about a bit about myself and how I got into investing, and my investment performance for 2020 was about 20%, and it was it was a good article. I really did enjoy the other people's how they got on and how they got into investing, and my part was all about how I started investing at the age of 18. I actually started investing in some cannabis companies in Canada, and I managed to get on the 2017-2018 hype. There were meme stocks back then. This is when I knew nothing about investing, and I was pure speculating, basically gambling. But luckily, I managed to make about 80%, which was all good. And then from there, I educated myself about investing, the stock market, different investment vehicles, and I knew that this wasn't the right and proper way to invest in stocks. So yeah, and that's where I came on today, where I'm now investing through Freetrade, commission free. And I'm now invested in big established companies such as Unilever and British American Tobacco, etc. So yeah, this was a really good one, and probably one of my favourites to be fair, because it goes into real depth about myself. So in the next article by Reuters, this was all about the Reddit market frenzy which happened back in February, the GameStop AMC saga, where the Wall Street Bets guys pumped up these stocks up to crazy levels. This article, I just made some comments on how mental it was and how I didn't take part of it because it was stupid. I thought it was really interesting what went on, but it was absolutely stupid and really dumb. Yeah, so no fundamental analysis going on there. It was just pure speculation. But I also spoke a little bit about how I invest in established companies such as Facebook, etc., and how like the previous article where I spoke about how I got into investing, how with my gains on the Canadian cannabis companies, I actually bought my second car with them gains. So yeah, that's a fun fact for you all anyway. So the next article I was featured in was by Raconteur. So these guys are run by the Times, and this article was all about young people investing in pensions. So yeah, my opinion on pensions is that everyone should be matching their employer's contributions if you are employed. It's a no-brainer to me. It's free money, makes absolute sense to do this. And then I was basically speaking about how the pensions process can be really simplified. So for the majority of people, when you start a new job and you set up your pension with your employer, most likely it's going to be in a separate, different account. So over the time of your career, you're going to have multiple pension pots. You can have 10, 11, 12, whatever, loads basically. You get the gist of it. It gets very confusing when you've got all these pots going on. Well, what do you do? Most people should consolidate them, so you know everything's in one place. Makes a lot of sense. But for some people, they don't do this and they're not very switched on about it, which isn't their fault. We just need educating, to be fair. So one solution I think would make sense is, instead of having a different pension account, every single person just has one pension account which has its own number, say like a bank account would. Maybe not a bank account, more like your national insurance number, where your pension account's linked to your national insurance number, so every single employer you go to, it just gets put to this pension pot, and then it's administered through whichever provider you want to. I think this would really simplify the process, and it would mean normal people wouldn't have dozens of pension pots with small amounts in. They can consolidate, easier to manage, better for your fees, and makes a lot more sense. So this was a more in-depth article about pensions. So yeah, it's another one I'm a bit passionate about. For myself, I'm only ever going to match my employer's contribution with pensions, otherwise I'm not interested. Yeah, sure, they are good for tax and stuff. However, I feel like if I have capital in hand right now, I can produce better returns, and I don't want my money locked up until I'm 60 odd, so that's another reason. Anyway, on a bit of a tangent there, but let's go on to the next one, the Financial Times. So your favourite investing YouTubers managed to get into the Financial Times. I'm absolutely buzzing about this. Getting the physical paper as well. Just have a quick look here. Brokers in battle to win trust of DIY investors. Lewis Harding, a 22-year-old trainee accountant from Leeds, is the sort of investor brokerages need and fear. Didn't expect that. But yeah, in the physical paper, not gonna lie, I'm very happy with this. I think this article is all about how retail investors are taking their investments into their own hands and doing it themselves. Maybe the past generations, say my parents and before that, they weren't as confident, as comfortable managing their own money. They would give it to someone and they would, manage their investments, take a fee, and they got what they got. Whereas nowadays, our generation, I always think we are a bit more confident, a bit more outgoing, and willing to take a bit more risk, whether it's in more risky investments or risk as in managing our own finances ourselves. Through YouTube and the internet, this is how I've learned how to invest in the stock market and other investments. So I think this article is just showing that investors like myself, Generation Z, whatever you want to call it, investors in our 20s, we are wanting to do things our own way. And I think that's a fantastic thing, really, as long as you're educated on the subject. So that's it for today's video. As you can really tell, I am absolutely buzzing about being featured in the UK press, and I'm hoping this is the start of Lewis Harding Invest really kicking off and really, cracking on. And I hope to be featured in more articles in the future, so you might see a part 2 to this video. Anyway, so if you'd like to read the articles, I will leave a link in the description to my Learn More page, where it's a very easy page link, so you can access my articles and a few other bits like my website, etc. And also, if you would like to look at my recommendations, I will also put a link down below. This page is basically a summary of all the brokers and crypto exchanges, any Amazon books, any free trials that I would recommend you taking a look at, especially the books page, with some absolute crackers on there. So I'll put lewishardinginvest.com/recommendations down there below, and you'll be able to get free shares, free Bitcoin, and multiple free trials. So head over there and take a look. If you enjoyed today's video, why don't you check out my page over on Vinny. Vinny is a platform where investors are creating content. So if you head over there, you can check out all my free content. I also have paid membership levels as well, where I'm posting daily videos and write-ups. So go over there and take a look. I think if you're interested in my videos, you'll really enjoy it. So please head over there. I'd appreciate it. And anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, please like and comment. Honestly, it really does wonders for the algorithm. And please subscribe to my channel if you want more investing content. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next video.